Hey everyone, and welcome to another MiniVerse Make It Mini Foods video. This one is the Cafe Series 3, and I have 3 of them to put together. Trying a little bit different setup. I have some lights set up to where hopefully it won't be as dark. Sometimes this gets dark in the place I'm putting these together, so we shall see how it works out. We'll see if it casts like some shadows and stuff. I don't want it to do a lot of shadows, but we'll see. Normally I try to get these open before I come on camera, but okay. I open the first one, and the next 2 I'll go ahead and have them open before I start. Okay, of course you get the little domes. And one of these will have well, I know which one it's going to be, but here's tea. So it must be some kind of drink, I'm guessing. We don't need the directions. We don't need the safety stuff, but I'm sure we'll use the directions. And I always like to open this one first because it has the like the tweezers that we don't use. Put those to the side. It has the straw and has the little top to the dome right there. We'll pop that on there and we'll put that to the side. Okay, so we know we're going to have a drink, so let's see. Okay, so we've got our mug. Cool. And we've got just paper. See what that was. It's just paper. I'm going to use this little piece of paper to stick my garbage on. My tapes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here's your resin or your drink. And this one is the matcha tea. Matcha tea. Cool. I'm going to lay that on its side so it can be settling a little bit. This feels like I don't know what it is. Oh, okay, whipped cream. Okay, that's cool. It's got tape around it. Good. Well, I'll get that in a second. So there's our whipped cream, and it's in a green container. That's interesting. And this is, ice. Okay. Make sure there's nothing else in there. Don't feel anything. So our ice, I'm going to go ahead and open. Just like in reality, the thing's kind of hard to open sometimes. So I get that open. Let's see, is it already open at the top? No, I think it's sealed. So I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to also cut the top of the straw. Okay, so that's good. Get our straw out of there. Get that. We'll cut this one. Should have went on around. These are good scissors because they're not pointy. They're rounded on the end. They're made for cutting like cross stitches and sewing and stuff, but it works pretty good for this kind of stuff. Oh, okay. It's my whipped cream's got like little sprinkles in it. I wonder what the little, is that to put your straw through? I bet your straw fits through that. Does it fit through that? It does. You got to kind of push, but I think it does. Let's see. Yeah, you just kind of got to push it. So what I will do is I'll have to adjust it on the side to see kind of where it's set. So it's right now it's right to that ring. It's right to the ring right there. So if I go any higher than that, then I'll have to to slide it up and down. That's cool. Okay, let me look at the directions. Let's see which ones this one's supposed to be. Okay, so there's our matcha latte. Yeah, and the straw goes in the center. That's what I thought. Right there, got everything. Flip it directly over to the opposite side is the thing. So they put the, I have found that putting the liquid in, the resin in first, then putting the ice in and or doing it in layers, like put a little bit of that in there, put a little bit of ice, put a little bit more in there, put a little bit of ice, and then sticking it on the top. It works better than trying to do, like I put the ice in first before and then tried to put the resin on the top, and it doesn't work out very well because the resin doesn't like to run down. It likes to kind of stay on top of the ice. So I've learned after doing a few of these that it's better to kind of really, you could do all the resin in the bottom all at one time and then put your ice in there and push it down inside there. But it actually works better if you do it in layers. So, ooh, it's green. Green. So I'm going to put a little bit in there to start us out. And you want to get it like, put the resin bottle like right in the container, like right in the cup. And it won't pop or get stuck on the side as much. And it's going to take a little while to run down. Get one more good squeeze out of here. Okay. I'm going to prop that up on my lid. Good enough. And then I'm going to put some ice in there. Okay, that looks like it's settled in pretty good. I've got toothpicks. Always have paper towel or two and toothpicks around so you can push things in a little bit better. You can also hold this in your hand for a while and it will warm it up a little bit. Oh, there's a big blob of it. Trying to make sure you can see really good with the light. I've also found you just have to be patient. It's in there, it just takes a little while to run down. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the lid back on it and hold it in my hand, let it warm up a little bit, and then we'll try it again. Okay, I moved my light that way, so maybe it'll light up a little bit better. The side towards me will be a little darker, but I think it'll be better for you to see. And my big old hands are not going to get in the way constantly. Okay, that definitely helps. So I had it upside down like this with the lid on it and holding it in my hand. And that seemed to help it run down a little bit. And you just got to give it, like I said, you just got to be patient with it. It does take a little while to just run down. Some people suggested putting it into like warm water, and you can do that if you want to. I'll just hold it in my hand. It's just as good. And my hands don't cool off. Water tends to cool off after a while, so. I think I was more air bubble than resin. Okay, I'm just going to let that, I'm going to hold it upside down, but I'm going to be very watchful that if it starts to get runny, I'm going to put it over top of the cup. But we're going to use all this ice to really fill in most of this. So it'll fill it up quite a bit. So you don't need as much of the resin when you have all this ice in there. Push it down in there. If you get one more good squeeze in there. Oh yeah. Well, I think that was, again, more air bubble than anything. That's about all I'm going to get out of there. I mean, I could sit there and wait for it to do 3 more drips, but I'm not super stressed about it. So let me take my straw, and that's actually right about the level it was supposed to be. I think I may need to push it down just a hair. And we will push it right down the middle. Yeah, that's sitting right on top. So I'm going to put this in my, well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to put all those in the light at one time. That's going to sit there. That's perfectly fine. Let me open these next 2 and then we'll see what's inside. Okay, so I took the wrapper off of these 2. I didn't do anything else. I just took the wrapper off. I think these are going to be the same, so I shouldn't need those anymore. Stack this on top of the other one. Always open the one that has a picture of the silverware first. I moved my light to a different location while I was away. I'm just going to keep moving around until I find something I like. Okay, so there's the little thing that goes on your dome. Put that over there. Okay, so we didn't get any, like, there was no silverware or anything, so we'll see what this one's going to be. Okay, we've got some kind of frosting. Chocolate, it looks like a chocolate frosting of some kind. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have some kind of ice cream or something like that. Cool. I'm usually really bad with the ice creams because I tend to put too much on them. Oh, there's something else in here. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's cool. So there's 2 popsicles. 1 in each one of those, and I'm guessing this is some kind of, nuts. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what is this one going to be? This one's got, it's popsicles for sure. It's ice cream. Oh, there it is. It's the bears. Choco Bear Pops. Yeah, let's see how we do them. Directly on the opposite side. So it looks like you dip the bear into the chocolate, which is interesting, and then you sprinkle the nuts on there. And then you put them in the little holder to hold them up. That's kind of cool. Okay. So I'm going to get this. So that tells me that this resin must be somewhat runny. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. These, I'm really careful. I try to save the packaging as much as possible. The fronts. So I try to just cut the backs across. I wonder what these nuts are going to be. Be very careful if you're using an X-Acto knife because you can cut yourself. Oh wow, that's like little rocks, a little sand or something. That's tiny. Okay. Well, we shall see. I might put that on something to tap it on. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to open these from the bottom because I can feel the stick is like down here. And again, I try to save the front of the packaging as much as possible because I give these to my granddaughters and let them play with it. That's too cool. Okay, so see the front of my packaging still looks brand new. That's too cute. My light, I still don't like where it's at. Maybe if I put it over there, maybe that'll be better. I don't know. We'll see. And I can turn this one up. Really brighten it up. Okay. I love the little bear pops. I wonder if that detail is going to show through when you dip it in the chocolate. Like the face. I wonder if the face is going to show, if you're going to be able to see that. I don't know. Well, let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, it's very, very, very runny. Okay. I need, I got a piece of, that won't really work. I'm thinking about, well, I can just do it on this paper, this plastic thing, or this, whatever it is. So you don't want to probably, well, they've got them covered up pretty well, and they've just got the nuts down at the bottom of it. But there's no way I can do this and cover the whole thing up with by just sticking it in there. I'm going to have to get like a toothpick or something and kind of go up. See what that's going to look like when I pull it out of here. I'm just going to make a mess. I'm just going to pour these out. You know what? I probably should have. That's okay. I can actually put this in the resin just like it is, and it'll harden up. I'm going to grab it by the ears and stick it in there. Yep. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do a layer and put the peanuts on there. I've dripped on my thing. I'm just making a mess with this thing. This, for the parents watching, this is supposed to be for like 8-year-olds, just to let you know. Don't know if that's accurate or not, but I mean, I know that's what it says, but I don't know if you could actually get your 8-year-old to do this and not make a teetotal mess out of it. But I mean, I'm a little older than 8 and I'm making a mess of it, so just to let you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double resin these, or maybe even triple resin. I think it's okay if I cover up the whole bottom with these peanuts, the nuts, and then I'm going to dip it in the resin again once I've hardened it up the first time. Yeah, I probably could have even done more layers than that. It doesn't say to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to get these in the light and I'm going to clean up a bit. Hey, so this one just makes a mess. I kind of got it. I use my little handheld light. I cannot imagine how you would do that in the sun because it is not going to work. I mean, it's just, you can see how much of a mess this makes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to dip these in here again. Just, well, just dip them in there. And they're going to run anyway. And I know I'm making a mess, but I'm just going to let them run down a little bit. And I'm probably going to end up doing these in like multiple times. I almost need a little spoon or something, or just something that I guess I can just, wow, this is just messy. There is no perfect way to do this, it's for sure. Okay, I've had them in the light. The matcha latte, it came out really cool. I like it, it looks nice. It's all locked in place. That looks really cool. These ice creams are a joke. I put it on a little piece of parchment paper in my light so it wouldn't stick. But I mean, really, I don't even know. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna leave it as it is, but it's just a mess. So anyway, this is the picture you're gonna see at the end is of this, and you can see I've got like resin all over my fingers. I cleaned my mat off. If you clean it off with, this is already firmed up a bit. That's why it's still on my fingers. If you have your mat like this, it's a plastic like material. If you have one of these, you can use rubbing alcohol to get it off. You can also use fingernail polish remover, although fingernail polish remover is a little more harsh, but you can use fingernail polish remover. Straighten you up a little bit. Okay, so there's one of those. Don't need that. Don't need that. And this one's gonna have a breakfast kind of related thing. Maybe it'll be cereal or a pancake or something. Sometimes these get like really flattened out in the package. I mean, rounded off, and you have to kind of flatten them out. Tweezers and the little thing that goes in the ball. Let's see, is there anything else? Sometimes they'll stick other things in there, so you, like forks and stuff. So you just gotta really feel, like this one came with a spoon that fell out. That over there. So maybe it is gonna be some kind of cereal or something. We shall see. Okay, get in a bowl. So it seems like it's gonna be some kind of cereal item. Ooh, granola, okay. I'm guessing this is some kind of fruit. Yep. Pineapples? Is that pineapples and blueberries? Yeah. Cool. And then we've got smoothie mix. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the tape off. I'm sure it has, yeah, here's the piece of tape. I'll pull the tape off. I've never seen one that was, I've never seen the ones that, usually it's like oat milk or something like that, and they're in like a pitcher. This one's like in an actual, like, okay, you can't pop that off. You still have to unscrew it. So anyway, so what is this gonna be? It's gonna be dragon fruit bowl. That's what we're making, right? Right there, dragon fruit bowl. And it goes together like that. So you put all your stuff in there. Then you put your, sorry, I moved my light, so now it's really reflecting bad. There we go. So you take and pour all your resin in, and you put all your fruits and stuff in there, and then firm it up, basically. Looks pretty straight. So it's going to go in like the cereal, honestly. It's going to work just like the cereal. So I'm going to open this up. So we'll have it ready. Yep, nope, it's already there. How runny is it going to be? Not moving. So I'm gonna hold it in my hand just to kind of warm it up a little bit. Okay, so you can see I have a toothpick in here. I've been holding it in my hands and just stirring it up every once in a while. I'm hoping that'll warm it up enough to where I can get some in the ball. I don't want to fill it up right away, all the way. I just want to get some in the bottom, just like that. And I'll stick my toothpick in there. I wonder if I can prop that up. Don't fall. Okay, so now I want to get a little bit of my granola. And again, I try to open it up to where it's not completely destroying the front. This looks a lot like the nut topping. Yeah, put that in there. And I'm going to drop a couple pieces of fruit down inside there because you want to be able to, you're not going to have fruit just laying on top. Two pieces fell out, so I'm just going to drop those in there. Grab me a couple blueberries. And I'm actually going to take another toothpick and just kind of stir it up in there. And like I said, be patient with stuff. Push it up to the edge because that's what's going to show on the sides. Push them up next to the edge because we don't care what's in the center really. Yeah. Now I'm going to pour some more. And this will probably take a little longer because it's got a thicker part in the center to set when you put it out in the sun or under your UV light. This one may take a little longer, so you may have to do 10 minutes instead of 5 minutes. Like my normal time with my little UV light is 5 minutes. I may go 10 with this because it may take a little longer. Stick you in there and pour some more granola. Again, always take your time. You're in no rush. That's probably all I want to do with that. And then I'm going to take my fruit and start sticking it in there. And you want some sticking upright because it's never going to, it's not going to be perfect. Let me dump some of this out. Now I'm going to take my toothpick and just kind of shove these down in there a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put the last of the fruits in here, and I'm going to be more specific with those, because these are the ones you would have like on top. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. And don't forget to stick your spoon in there. And again, you can clean your tools off with rubbing alcohol. Or if you use the plastic ones they give you, just throw them away. That's all you need. So I'm gonna get it firmed up. Hey, so that came out pretty good. That looks pretty cool, and you can actually see some of the fruits and stuff through the bowl. I like it when you can do that. So, and it's clear, so the UV light goes through and firms up and hardens up the resin underneath. Because if it didn't do that, it would be runny still down at the bottom. It wouldn't set correctly. So I did leave it for 10 minutes because it is a thicker set of resin, and it's hard to get the UV light inside there, so it takes a little bit longer. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I like this one. That one was really nice. That one's cool. I like the matcha latte. That one's pretty cool. I didn't like the whatever these monstrosities are. I did not like them at all. I think if I were to do them again, I would take a dip in the chocolate resin, and then I would use my handheld UV light to like just do a light coating on them and build a coating of the chocolate resin up a little bit at a time, and then as a last coating, then do the nut topping. But as it is right now, it's just kind of a mess. So this one I didn't like too much. I mean, it was okay, but it's awful. And I can't imagine if you're 8 trying to do that. But whatever, you know, our abilities are different for everybody. And I did put this one back in there when I did the granola, because it didn't seem like it was firmed up enough, which it seems pretty decent now. So anyway, overall decent sets. I like these particular sets quite a bit, and I'm going to have more on the channel. If you like these kind of videos and you want to see more, please subscribe. I will have more of them out for you. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. I'll read all of them and I'll reply anytime you leave one. So I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.